Hello, fellow YouTubers. LEGO WC Stop Motioner here. Welcome to viewers new and old. And in today's review, I'll be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series 86 Deluxe Class Kranix. I'm kind of behind on this figure. He's been out for a couple months now, but he just wasn't really one of those figures I wanted to go out of my way to get. Because when I heard we were going to be getting him in the 86 line, I was interested. I like the idea of getting obscure characters in action figure form. And then when he was revealed, he was far and away the most interesting figure in the way that he's a part of. Competition isn't that steep, but I think you get what I'm saying. But he just wasn't a figure I wanted to go out and pre-order right away or just even order online. It was just kind of one of those, if I found him in stores, I'd pick him up. And, this isn't rare at all, but my stores have not been great on stocking new Transformers recently. But finally walked into a GameStop, as you can see, because they did their whole covering the face with a sticker thing that they love doing. And finally decided it was time to go ahead and pick him up. And yeah, with that long-winded intro out of the way, that's where we're at. So take a look at the packaging. I don't do this a ton anymore in my reviews because normally I just kind of open the figures when I get them, and then I review them once I've gotten them all figured out. But I figured I'd go on and make an exception for Kranix. So we have him in the plastic window. You can see the pretty much full figure pretty well. Shows Transformers Studio Series, the movie, Kranix. There's got some wraparound artwork here. On the back, it shows a shot from the movie. It says Kranix encounters Hot Rod and Cup after they are captured by the Quintessons. There he is in his robot mode and his Transformers in 20 steps. And there he is on the side. Some really nice artwork. And yeah, that pretty much does it for the packaging. So let's go and get this guy out. All right, so here we have Kranix in his bird-faced jet mode. I have no idea what to call this thing. I assume some sort of Lithionian jet, something like that. I have no idea. It's obviously just the figure laying down with his face on the front. It wouldn't look too bad if the face was covered up more. I mean, I like it. I can get ironic enjoyment out of that, but yeah, that definitely is not the best look. The rest of it, though, is okay. He does have some thrusters on the back. The weapon storage is okay. It's nothing amazing, but it ain't bad. I don't hate it. I do wish the hands were covered up a little better. But all in all, I have seen some weird alt modes, and I wouldn't rank this among the worst I've ever seen. So, good job, Kranix. You're not the worst weird thing I've seen. Now for comparisons. Ciao. All right, I really don't feel a need to elaborate on this mode. It's weird. I don't hate it. It's pretty inoffensive, but there's just not really a lot to say about it. So let's just go ahead and get him into his robot mode. Now, one of the things that makes me okay with this alt mode is that the transformation is fine. It's not like the Bumblebee movie Soundwave, where that thing had a terrible alt mode and the transformation was more annoying than it should be for all you got from it. This is not like that. This transformation is totally fine. So to start off, just going to go ahead and fold these up. I'm going to go ahead and just get the hands out. There's like this kind of corner here. You can get your nail on. And go ahead and collapse these. Then fold the wings up. Then just go ahead, hinge these up all the way, get the shoulders in place, and go ahead and split the legs. Fold the back section up, and then extend the legs, and then close the wings up here, and fold these in the back, and then rotate the feet so the big toe, I guess, or whatever, is towards the front. Go ahead and rotate the shoulders and straighten the arms out and rotate them. Same thing on this side. And then open up the stomach and hinge this down, hinge this up, get everything into place. And then this part is can be a little tricky. Not too bad, but just flip up the bottom part of the mouth, fold the head down, and there we have Kranix in his robot mode. And I gotta say, I really, really do like this robot mode. It's a very weird design, but I like getting weird designs from time to time. Taking a look at that head sculpt, that definitely looks like Kranix. Although I will say I'm kind of disappointed about some little scratches right there. Yeah, not crazy about that, but otherwise, he's got the angular yellow eyes and the mustache, and then got kind of a goatee, and then the angular head. It's a very, again, bizarre design and bizarre color scheme, just a lot of pinks throughout. I think the paint on him is good, and one thing I really, really love about this figure, I mean, just look how clean that is. There is basically no kibble on this guy whatsoever. There's even some nice detail on the back here. Really, really appreciate that. And then the gun, which to me kind of looks like a gas pump. Anyone else see it? Am I just crazy? Anyway, that just goes in his hand. I don't really have a ton to say about it. It's fine. It gets the job done. Now to get into his articulation. Head can rotate, and because of the transformation, get a lot of upward movement. And then this opens and closes, but that's not really the mouth. The mouth is, let's see if I can, see, the mouth is sculpted in right there, like above the goatee. So yeah, I'm not really going to count that as articulation, but I still thought I would go ahead and mention it. And the camera is really having a hard time with this color scheme, apparently. Anyway, shoulders can do a full 360. They go out to the side with the type of joint I am not a very big fan of, but it's not too big of an issue with this figure. You get a bicep rotation, an elbow bend, which goes well over 90 despite being single jointed, thanks to the transformation. Really like that. Nothing at the wrist aside from some downward movement. You get a really tight waist joint. Then legs can go forward that far and back that far. They can go out to the side. You get a thigh rotation, a knee bend, pretty much exactly 90. And then you do get some ankle pivot and rotation. Not a ton of movement there, just a little bit. Probably the worst part of the posability, but otherwise, articulation on this guy is really good. Now for some robot mode comparisons, here he is with 86 Hot Rod and 86 Cup. I think he looks pretty cool with them. And then here he is with 86 Gnaw. I don't know when the last time is I busted this guy out for a comparison, but yeah, Kranix, sorry dude, it's over. Ciao. So with all that being said, I think that basically covers my thoughts on this figure. So I'll go ahead and stick him on the display and get my final thoughts. Alright, so there's Kranix, with the rest of my 86 movie display. A surprising but very welcome addition to this collection. So at the end of the day, do I recommend this figure? I'd say I do. It probably won't be for everybody. You gotta kind of have an appreciation for getting more niche characters. But I personally love getting figures like that, so I wanted to go ahead and pick this guy up. I do think he is pretty solid. The alt mode is kind of iffy. It's not the worst thing in the world. I don't hate it. It's just there's just nothing there to hate really because the alt mode just is nothing. Transformation is pretty fun though. It's nothing revolutionary, but I think it's a pretty smooth conversion and I have a good bit of fun with it. Robot mode I really like though. The articulation is pretty decent. The color scheme is very unique and also this is such a clean figure. Like there's just sculpting on the back. There's basically no kibble whatsoever to speak of. And I love me some clean robot modes. So looking at him just as a figure, I definitely recommend picking him up. If you're wanting to get him, I've heard about him showing up in different stores. I haven't seen him anywhere aside from at GameStop. That's where I got him. If you are wanting to get him just online, though, I saw him on Baby Got Toy Store for an okay price. So that's the route I'd recommend going. But yeah, all in all, a pretty solid figure, and I think you'll enjoy him. But of course, that's just what I think of the figure. Please let me know what you think of him down in the comments. And if you like this video, please be sure to like, share, subscribe, and God bless.